Can we not immediately jump into your Mega L takes? A Mega L. Yeah, other countries and cultures are so cool. Even if there's stuff that you don't like about it, even if there's stuff that you find like morally reprehensible with some cultures, there's still so much other cool shit about them, you know? I think it sucks when talking about like other places is like people immediately jump to like the news media shit, and it's like there's so much like cool stuff. I want to see more of like the cool stuff and less of like the shit that I'm tired of hearing about. I don't know how else to phrase it. Mirakozuki, thank you. The world is a cool place despite all the suckiness. Yeah. Like, I don't think we should pretend that the bad stuff doesn't exist. And I don't think we shouldn't confront bad stuff. But it's also like, it feels bad that like there's so much stuff that like never gets seen or never gets talked about. Because it's like with America, right? America. People do this shit with America all the time. Even Americans. And it's so annoying of like, oh, America doesn't have any culture. America is the fucking war machine. Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, there's so much cool shit here. There's so much cool shit here. Why, like, you want to just fucking like relegate our entire country into this fucking stereotype created by the fucking media? America is amazing. Like McDonald's, okay, not McDonald's. Well, I guess McDonald's to an extent, you know. Reluctantly McDonald's. I've been kind of anti-McDonald's lately, but yeah, you know, like even McDonald's, you know, like the stuff that we eat, the places that we have created ourselves, and the places that are native to this land that we live on, like the Grand Canyon. Chris Cook, thank you. Our culture is our top export. Going outside of even just like Hollywood, you know, there's so much amazing stuff. America is amazing. I love America. I fucking love America. And anytime we do a stream learning more about other countries, I fall in love with those countries as well. And I wish other people would fall in love with countries as well, because they're so cool. This is like the stupidest rant ever. I'm sorry, but it's so... Isn't it amazing that all of these like tiny pieces build up into something on such a amazing grand scale? It's like we're tiny little Lego blocks, and we're each all different colors and stuff, you know, we're different shapes, and we build up like these quite frankly like works of art. It's just it's cool. I don't know if that's coherent at all, but it's like you can imagine imagine like a country as like a painting, and there's all these different aspects to it, and there's all these different it's mixed media, and it's I don't know, it's so cool. It's so cool. When did you drop acid to the... I did it! I'm not on drugs, and I've never done drugs. It's just humans are amazing. Yeah, humans are amazing. I don't know. I think maybe it's because I'm cynical about people as individuals, you know? On an individual level, I tend to get annoyed with like, oh man, like the average person is so stupid, or the average person really does nothing with their lives, or the average person really doesn't care about anything, you know? But then you look at what people manage to create outside of themselves, you know? Not just, you know, like somebody opens up a shop and you think about it, and it's like, oh, well, you know, like they just opened, you know, like fucking Daryl opened up his feed store, and now he's got that going, and he's like living his life, and he's got a wife and kids or whatever, and he wants to save up to buy another truck. And I was like, that's like, who cares? Who cares? But you look at like the town that Daryl has opened up his feed store in, and you're like, wow, you know, isn't this amazing? Like, this town has a feed store that's just a couple blocks from a bakery, and the bakery hosts the town's like Halloween paintings from the local elementary school, and this and that, and like you look at it and you're like, wow, this is like an ecosystem. It's incredible. It's incredible. And that's just like a tiny town. And then you look at like these big cities, and they're amazing. They're these massive constructs that have taken often hundreds of years to build up to what they are now. But you look back 100 years ago when they were still these absolutely massive, bustling epicenters of commerce and culture. And you're like, holy shit. Sometimes things feel like they'd only be possible now because of like modern technology, but you look back 100 years and you're like, wow. No, people were still like mass manufacturing, mass exporting. People were still holding these festivals, and I don't know, it's so, isn't it amazing? It's amazing. Oh, Merkel Hopper, thank you. Pippa getting culture autism because of Sim is so dang cute. I don't know if it's culture autism, but the big sweet, thank you. The more I love humanity in general, the less I love men in particular. Pipkin, Pippa, probably. Yeah, true. No go hippo, thank you. Pippa's a butt. The average person has a tendency to fear failure. That alone keeps people from trying. Embrace the failure and love yourself, chat. I try every day. Gail, thank you. Even in despair, people prosper. They do. Lowpow, thank you. Spouting anti-doomer propaganda. Didn't McDonald, thank you. Pippa goes woke and turns on her audience a 15-hour video essay. Is it woke to love America? Is it woke to think that civilizations are cool? I like the pizza tax, pizza tax, Pippa tax. Love me, Abbott. Eat me, government. Wanna give to the capitalist? He's not thinking you. I love learning other languages for that reason. Isn't that crazy too? Like other countries. Like I've only been to Japan, so all of my perspective is on Japan. But you look at Japan and you're like, holy shit! Even though they speak a completely different language, even though they're in a completely different part of the world, and everything is so different, it's still all the same. That's insane. That's insane. I attribute it to capitalism, but wow. I wonder. I don't know. What else did you think? Lately, I've been binging videos about what various parts of the US military are capable of, and nothing has made me say God bless out loud so often. I'm not religious. Amazing what rednecks have. A bottomless budget. The Pakistani National, thank you. The wheel truly is amazing. It is. Thank you. The Virgin, we're so insignificant versus the Chad Earth is pretty cool, actually. You're zooted. People get adopted by Canadians. Ew. We have so much freedom. We do. That crazy, too. Isn't it insane? I'm getting existential. Maybe. Is that the word? I don't know. Isn't it amazing with America that we can have so many freedoms and our country works? Isn't that fucking insane? We're not that free. There's a lot of shit that we're fucking like micromanaged on. But compared to like some other countries, and compared to like my Civ game where I give people a little bit of freedom and they get unhappy instantly, and I have to initiate the monarchy reign and fucking enact serfdom. Thank you. Pip, it's my birthday. Can I get a happy birthday? Haven't had one in a long time. Happy birthday, Goldmuffin! Happy birthday! Thank you. The only other country I would live in is Pakistan. Man, stay in your own headspace and be happy. I don't know if getting bankrupt from hospital bills is freedom. See, that's one of the like, oh man, actually, this country is bad because of this thing that gets like repeated over and over and over again. And it's like, yeah, that sucks. I'm not saying we shouldn't talk about how fucking hospital bills can ruin your life. But why does it feel like people exclusively hone in on that? And it's like, there's so many amazing things. Why are you like, no, actually America sucks. You know, actually, I want to get out of this hellhole. And it's like, every other country has their own fucking problems too. Some might be better in some aspects, so that they're still gonna be worse in others. Great to go, thank you. Outside the country, they paint the US as a really hostile place. It really makes it hard to see the USA in a good light from the outside, unlike Europe countries, the exemption being cities like NY or Miami. And I juggle, thank you. The biggest issue with America is we're so free. We're free to ruin our lives. This is where most of the tension comes from. Hello, Tora, thank you. Love to see a wholesome expression of your tism. Good on the anti-doomer propaganda. Still a doomer, but the last Roman, thank you. Can't have hospital bills if you deny your injuries. Yeah, this is my hot take about the hospital. I think people are too quick to go to the hospital. Here's my, no, Pippa, what the fuck are you saying? No, Pippa, people are gonna die. Here's my hot take. I think not everything needs a hospital visit. I think sometimes you need to just suck it up. Not all the time. There are definitely times where it's like, oh, your nose is bleeding for no reason? Okay, well, maybe that is a hospital trip. There might be something like seriously wrong with you. But you have like a fever? Bro, just chill. Just lay in bed. Take some NyQuil. Go to bed. Go to sleep. Or like like a lot of injuries. You know, you can treat those yourselves. You don't need to go to the hospital for stitches. You know, you can do that yourself. Or you can have somebody else do it. Not everything is so... You don't have to do all that, you know? Walk it off. Walk it off. Yeah, thank you. I love my country and culture wherever you are. I hope your country and culture... I hope you love your country and culture just as much as I do. Just for stitches. Get the Gorilla Glue. Yeah, you can glue some of your wounds.
Everybody, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Low Effort Clips. That's right, Low Effort Clips, right here on YouTube.com. Yeah, and hit the notification bell. Yeah.